Hi guys, and welcome back to Rustic Cottage Studio. Today we are going to do something that I normally put off until the end of the school year, and that is create our senior keychains. I am a little bit early, which is good because if anything happens and I make any mistakes, I've got plenty of time to make corrections. So if you're ready, come craft with me. Okay, as you can see, I have the design already created, but I am going to scroll all the way down to the very end. And I'm going to show you how I created the template. I'm pretty sure I showed this in one of my previous videos, but just in case, I just grabbed a grid and created it to the size that I needed. And for this one, go to position, 1.75 by 247. So this one will be 1.75 by 2.47. And then I take another image. Let's do backdrops or background. Let's do hearts just for ha-has. Hearts, backgrounds. That'll work. Then I take and I just measure it out. For this, I'm just going to do it this way and make sure it's the same size, but then I go to position and I put it to the very back. Now, when I add, upload, when I add an image, let me find, put an image of my stiff in there, and then I do the remove the background. Then you've got the image of the person and you've got the background. And it's just that simple. And then I just add a text at the bottom and put their name so it's personalized. Very easy. Now I'm not going to need to do all of these pages. The majority of them, yes, but not all of them. So I will hit share, download, and I am going to download only the ones that I need. So I'm going to click off all those. I need page 3. I want to say it's almost all of these. I will eventually print the first couple of pages for the students who don't have pictures, but I'm going to give it a little time to see if they end up with pictures before it gets to the end of the year. Okay, and that's all of them. So page 3 through 16. It's a PNG. I don't need it to be transparent background. And download. Save it to your computer and then open them up and print them out. Okay, I want to pull this down where you can see when you're printing them out, make sure that you are doing sublimation. I want mine portrait. Mine, I always have to correct the scale because I want it to be the same as when I create it. I have to put it at 100%. Otherwise, it will be incorrect. So, as you can see, everything is backwards. I'm at sublimation. Make sure that your settings are correct and then start printing. While those are printing, I'm going to go ahead and continue to cut these out. When I cut them out, I'm going to go ahead and put the front on the back. Used to, in the past, I don't know if you guys remember my video last year doing these, but used to in the past, I would just leave them on the sheet and tape them down. And then when they cooled, tape them down to the other side. This way, I'm going to go ahead and tape them down, press them, turn them, press them again, so that the front and the back side are done within a couple of minutes. This is usually a project that I am up until all hours of the night before I give these out, which is usually their clearance day. And that'll be their clearance day again this year. I don't like giving them out before that because this is a graduation gift, and I want close to graduation, just not on graduation, because they've already got so much going on that day as is. So, but they all seem to really enjoy it. And this year, I actually am going to have time to create personalized little keychain holders out of paper using my Cricut and Cricut Design Space. That is going to be next week's project, in case you're interested. I hope you guys could see that. Alright, so I'm going to print out some more, and then I will see you guys at the heat press video. Okay guys, just like with before, like I showed you guys on the video, the last video with the passes, make sure that you take off protective film before you sublimate. These ones actually have the blue film on them. The hole is the top, so you have to make sure that you're lining these up correctly. And actually, I want the faces on that side. Now, the important part about these ones, are their names. On this side, they need to be, their faces should be, because plenty of room, but the name has to be covered up. So the name, oh, there it is. And then you'll want to make sure that that is on there pretty good. And then you just tape. Just like with the passes, I am just going to put one piece of tape on all four corners. As that should be sufficient. Sometimes my machine does not cut all the way through. That's okay. Just like that. And that one's ready to sublimate. I'm going to go ahead and peel the rest of these, get all of these set up, and I'll meet you back at the heat press this time for real, at the heat press. Alright, I have them all prepped and ready to go. Just fold them over. I am sublimating them or pressing them at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. I will press them once, flip them so I can get the second side, and then press them a second time. I like to make sure my auto is turned on. It's not coming on. There we go. Got to make sure that it actually goes through. Now we just wait for this timer to count down. Don't forget to make sure that you have a window open. And make sure you have your heat gloves for when the timer goes off, because these are going to be extremely, extremely hot. Pull them back out. this up, and now I'm going to flip them. Oh, that was hot, just touching the pad thingy. Because these are glued pretty good, I just got to flip them. Put the top back on. Put them back in. Make sure that they are where they need to be. And we're going to press them again for another 60 seconds. Alright, bring you back around. Now let's do a test. Do a little peek. And it looks like everything looks good, so I can rip it apart. I love it. It looks so good. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and open the rest of these up. Tape is sticking to my fingers. Now because these are gifts to my seniors, I do want to make sure that I had them covered pretty good. There's no white spots on the, oh, that's too hot. And so far, looks like I don't have anything going on like I did with the bathroom passes. Alright. And that's all trash. Of course, that is not all I have to do. I still have over 100 more keychains to make, and I have to put the fixins on them. But I don't know if you can tell with how the lighting is, but I'm running out of daylight time. My granddaughter and I are getting a little bit hungry. So I'm going to do the rest off camera. So until next time, when it's time to make our cards for the keychains to hang from, have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next one.